Okay, what's going on, traders? What's up, tycoons? Super excited for today's video. We're going to break down Victoria VR and talk about what's in store for 2023 as a year in whole. It's been a very brutal, absolutely brutal crypto winter and bear market. As you can see, we're down 98% from the highs, guys. Just absolutely obliterated. This token's been obliterated. And there's a high likelihood that this pain will continue forward in 2023. Now, when I say that, there's good reasoning behind it. I want to show you guys a very important chart. Okay, this is the Wall Street cheat sheet psychology of a market cycle. Okay, and this basically shows you how, the rally up to euphoria highs is one of the quickest parts of this entire chart, right? And then the rapid drop down as well. The longest part, all right, is this consolidation period right here in between panic, capitulation, anger, depression, and disbelief. Now, I think we're somewhere in this area right here between panic, capitulation, and anger. As it's no surprise, this thing is down over 95, 98%. There's a high likelihood that 2023 is going to be a lot of this, a lot of sideways movement, possibly even creating newer lows along the way before we start the cycle all over again. I want you to notice how it ends with disbelief right here, and then it begins with disbelief as well, right? So disbelief actually leads you into hope and then into optimism, belief, thrill, and euphoria. And the market cycle will start over all again sometime in the future once we have the next bull run. Now, remember, none of this is financial advice. This is simply an informational video. I'm giving you guys my opinion that you should be ready for, a longer cycle, right? And you need to take more patience, right? Even though 2022 has been horrific and brutal, 2023 is not going to be smooth sailing as well. All right. If we really just emphasize this part right here, notice how this is the longest part of the entire cycles, right? The move up is very quick and rapid. The move down is very quick and rapid. But this cycle right here in between panic, capitulation, anger, depression, and disbelief is going to be the longest part. And this is going to carry into 2023. Now, let's take a look at the actual chart, and you guys can see this, right? If we take a look at the actual chart here for Victoria VR, sorry, getting my tokens mixed up here. You can see, it had a massive rally up here, all right? And these were our euphoria highs, right? It hit its highs right around the time when Bitcoin and the rest of the market hit its highs. And then we got all of our capitulation phases, right? With just massive moves down, and the candles down here are so small they're barely even visible, right? So I'm actually gonna have to zoom in a lot more on this so you guys can really see. But even when you zoom in, you see it's still just as brutal, right? And we're really just dropping. Even when this thing was all the way at 2 or 3 cents right here, we've dropped dramatically since then. We've dropped another 80%. So crypto winter is not over, the bear market's not over. But if you think that this is something that you should be investing in for the long run, and you're bullish on gaming tokens, and you believe in their tokenomics, then just be prepared for a long cycle, right? It's going to look like this for a while. We're going to get a lot of this sideways movement here and continue to possibly even head lower and trade a little bit down and sideways before we get a possible recovery in the next market cycle. Now, you just have to ask yourself, are they going to be able to last and sustain and really survive this crypto winter in this bear market? It's really long, it's very brutal, and there also is the possibility that they could get acquired, right? Someone the price of these tokens have gone down so much, any type of whale or someone really bullish on the metaverse gaming sector and things like that, they could come in and they could really purchase up all of this for a very cheap price, right? I mean, relative, not maybe cheap for us, but relative to companies that have billions of dollars available, they could come in here and they could swoop this thing up and acquire this company, and then you run the risk of whatever price they buy it at could be lower than your token price, and that could affect some of the things. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit bearish, but I try to be realistic in my videos and not really shill anything on anybody and try to tell you everything's going to go to the moon. I want you guys to have some realistic expectations in 2023, and if you appreciate that, Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel as I'm dropping content every single week. I'm doing about 5 to 15 videos, and I do viewer requests every week. So if you ever want to see your cryptocurrency, your ticker in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below, and I can drop a technical analysis video on it for you, breaking down some of the key levels if you're looking to trade it, or maybe some of the key levels of support that we could be coming down to in 2023. So thank you guys for watching once again. And if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you. And I think you'll enjoy one of these next two videos as well. So make sure to click on those.